Today, every day, small cap investors visit Agoracom knowing this is the day to discover the world's next great company, to have their dreams come true. That's why I take to the open road, to find them, to tell their stories, to engage them, to bring them to life, because they want to connect with you from your office, your phone, your home, anywhere. Agoracom, find your dream.
Welcome to CEO Interviews, a production of Agoracom in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives and catch up on what's happening with their companies. With us today, I'm happy to have him back, as Andy Jagpal. He's CEO of Bougainville Ventures, trades on the CSE under the stock symbol BOG. Now, for those of you new to the story, that's going to be a lot to you because the company just went public last year towards the latter half. The company basically provides cannabis infrastructure, this seed to sale services to specific kind of tenant growers that are leasing greenhouse facilities. So they're essentially given a fully built turnkey solution. On top of that, some ancillary services related to processing, expertise, sales and marketing. More than just lip service, they've already got their first 10,000 square foot production facility ready to go in Washington State. We're going to talk about that. Andy, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you, George. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Glad to have you back. Before we get into some of the great things you've done lately, give us, I gave kind of the real basic overview. Maybe give us a little more on your business model, because it is very unique in the space, because people are either growing or they're producing CBD. Yeah. You're going a little different. Tell us what makes you unique on that. Yeah,
well, we're like you said, we're a seed to sale service provider. So in Oroville right now, we have the 10,000 square foot greenhouse space, and our tenant he's a tier 3 license, I-502 license holder. He's about to move in, and he should be growing by June. So what our goal is to make sure that our tenants and anyone that works with us have the ability to grow, and then we grow along with them as well.
And are you participating with them in the growth, in the profits that come from growing the product, or are you just on the leasing the facilities and the services?
Yeah, well, so we are making money on the services, and we're providing lots of services, but then also we do intend to expand and go into the processing and start making money from the processing as well.
All right, now you've said something there, I-502, that a lot of viewers out there probably haven't heard of before. Yeah. What's an I-502, and more importantly, that kind of indicates you're more of an American company right now, as opposed to a lot of these cross-border, purely Canadian companies.
Yeah, that's right. So our first project was the Oroville project, and that was targeted towards I-502 license holders. Now, what happened in Washington State was a lot of these licenses were issued, but the people that got the licenses were unable to follow through and actually start growing the marijuana. Right. So that's how we got involved. We stepped in, and we're providing all the services that they would need to grow the marijuana or cannabis, and now we're taking it a step further, where we're going to be setting up processing facilities as well.
Now, you're not gearing this up for mass. It sounds like from these I-502 designation. Are these smaller growers? Are you going after more of a niche market, or could you potentially provide greenhouse, 200,000?
Yeah. So the I-502 license. So there's 3 tiers. So the smaller tier is about 2,000 square feet. The tier 2 is 10,000 square feet, and the tier 3 is 30,000 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah. So our current tenant is 30,000 square feet.
Are you anticipating that market to grow substantially? Is that why? Because there isn't anybody else out there, at least on the public side and within the public listed markets, that have heard of doing this. So obviously you guys see an opportunity here. What's that opportunity look like over the next 5 years?
Yeah, we do see a big opportunity here. We'd like to build our campus out completely and have at least 8 licenses going on that property.
Now, you've talked about the Oroville campus, which is in Washington State. Mm-hmm. That's 10,000 square feet, tenant moving in June, and they're going to expand that by another 20,000 square feet. What does that tenant's economics look like, as far as being able to make money and making sure that you guys get your share of all that?
Yeah. So right now, so we're the tenant is paying us a rent for the facility itself. So currently he's got 10,000 under canopy, and then he's going to be growing it up to another 20,000 outside. Then we're going to be, what we do is we will be charging him for all our services, including water. We have a master grower on site, pots, soil, you name it. We provide everything for them.
You guys are going to be focusing in the U.S. Northwest for now, kind of keep it geographically tight, or could you possibly expand this right across?
We can expand this model out. We have got inquiries from California as well, but we haven't acted on those yet.
Now, Andy, you guys put out a really interesting press release also that isn't quite right in your wheelhouse there, and I'm going to read it. You guys signed an LOI with Mountain Mellow to acquire 25% interest in up to 5 stores in Alberta. So that not only going to a different business line, it sounds like, you're also going into Canada. What's that business line all about?
So we're expanding into Canada now, and our first foray in Canada is going to be the retail locations. And so that falls into our original plan of seed to sale, and the Mountain Mellow locations will be used to sell the products that we'll be producing in Canada.
Oh, so this could be like a vertically integrated solution here.
That's correct. Yes.
Interesting. All right. What does that look like, that LOI? When do you expect those 5? Are those 5 stores operating right now, or are they going to be operating in the future? What's the status of those?
No, the fellows at Mountain Meadow, they got 2 locations located currently. As soon as they get their licensing completed, they'll be opening those locations up, and then they have another 3 locations identified.
All right. So do you guys think that if these 5 stores are successful, you'll look to duplicate that business model in other provinces?
That's right. So we'll be looking at locations in BC, Ontario. We'll be trying to go across Canada with that.
Devil's advocate, what's the advantage there for Mountain Mellow? Like, I'm going to play devil's advocate here, okay? Wouldn't it almost be in their best interest to be taking product from anybody and everybody, just to have the variation of product and pricing? Or is there a synergy to actually having you guys providing much of the product for them?
Yeah, we feel there is a synergy there. We'd like to provide as much product as possible to the stores, but you know what? If they can get products from other locations or other sources, we don't have any issues with that. But we would like to have our products in the stores and portrayed right in the front.
You're also kind of making some headway into hemp in Oregon, where you're close to finalizing a definitive agreement. Mm-hmm. Tell everybody what you're doing there and why hemp.
Yeah, so hemp was legalized out in United States last January, I believe. So now that hemp is legal, we can produce any product we want from there. We're focusing on CBD we would be focusing on the CBD at our location in Oregon. So we're very close to finalizing that deal. It is 10 acres of a very high percentage CBD hemp, and there is already a product ready to process, so we'll be acquiring that product as well. And then we've already started planting for this current season there. So we'll be acquiring this hopefully within the next, within this quarter, we'll be acquiring that project. And then at that point, we'll be putting up our own processing plant there as well.
So there's no partner there. This isn't one of these facilities that you're renting out, turnkey solution. This is all.
No. This will be actually acquiring a percentage in the business itself.
Any chance that you guys are biting off more than you can chew? Because the retail locations in Alberta are fantastic. The hemp in Oregon is fantastic. You guys think you got that all under control?
Yeah, no, we have it all under control. We have management in place, and we have a management for the Oregon farm. We'll have management for the stores in Alberta, and obviously we have management in place right now in Oroville as well.
You had one small hiccup in the past few months. Nothing really to do with you guys, but we should talk about it because it's the 800-pound elephant in the room, and that's a gene bank deal where the BCSC had to get involved there. Again, not related to you guys, but you want to shed some light on that and kind of turn the page? We cooperated fully with BC Securities. We have no issues now, and what we've done is we did reverse the gene bank deal. We put 18.5 million shares back into the treasury. Fine. I guess that speaks for itself without saying much more.
That's right. Yeah, no, that we've reduced our outstanding share capital quite considerably.
And so that's pretty much, as far as the regulatory side, all done, companies moving ahead forward without
Yeah,
any hurdles in front of
we've
it?
decided. Yeah, we've decided to move ahead now, and that's why we have all these deals. We were working on all these deals previously, and now we're starting to announce everything that we've been working on.
All right. So in that vein, then last question to you is, what is the future? What does the rest of 2019 look like to Bougainville? Because you're right, you were kind of in a quiet period there for obvious reasons with the gene bank deal where you're getting it reversed, and then ever since then you've come out pretty fast and furious, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What does the rest of 2019 look like for the company?
Yeah, well, it looks really, really good. We got several more deals that we're working on. We're going to be finishing up the Oregon deal. We're going to hopefully be setting up a processing plant there this year as well, and then we'll be working with Mountain Mellow to expand their locations. So I think in Oroville we have the tenant there ready to grow in June. So everything looks really, really good for us this up to the end of the year.
Well, Andy, congratulations to you and the team for getting through this little bump here unscathed. Did the right thing, canceled the deal, canceled those shares, and on top of that, this expansion to Canada to do your turnkey solution, but a vertically integrated one, and what you're doing in Oregon there with the hemp deal looks like great things are going on, and you're back on track.
Yeah, we're back on track for sure now.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Great. Thank you, George.
Yeah, thanks for joining us and providing that quick update, Andy. That was great. Looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to pull off for the rest of 2019 now, because a lot of people at home might not know it, but you got a pretty experienced team there. You guys have been in the space for a while with some great success. Mm-hmm. So looking forward to watching what you guys are going to do.
Okay, great. Thank you, George.
You've been watching Andy Jagpal. He's CEO at Bougainville Ventures. The company trades on the CSE under the stock symbol BOG. You've heard and you've watched Andy in this interview. Now get to Agoracom to do your due diligence, punch in the company's name or stock symbol, get to the profile page, watch the last interview we did, take a look at the most recent press releases, and when you have questions, post those questions. Andy and the team make sure you get your answers. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great day. See you next time.